Hey everybody, so I have an NPE story for you today that was full of a lot of coincidences, so many coincidences that I'm never going to forget this case. So welcome back to Client Stories with Amy. So our client was a DNA surprise. She was raised by her dad and had no clue that her dad wasn't going to be her dad. She got the Ancestry DNA results back and she looked at it and was like, something just isn't quite right with this. She dug a little bit deeper and it took her a good week to figure out what the issue was. She's like, oh my God, my dad is not my dad. And the way that she viewed this, she was shocked, of course, and she was kind of upset, went through all of those emotions, but she finally landed on, you know what? I'm not a mistake. I'm here for a reason. My mom made the choices that she made. I'm not her. I didn't walk in her shoes. I can't judge her. I love her. I have questions, but she's my mama. I love her. I don't blame her for anything. It is what it is. Now let's get to the bottom of this mystery. So she contacted DNA Angels and we got her matches sorted really quickly. It took us about a day to get everything sorted out, and her grandparent line, there was only one son. So that one son had to be the biological father. And here's where those coincidences come in. Coincidence one. She went to school with her half sibling. They graduated in the same class. And they were not friends. They were not friends at all. So she was like, oh goodness, here we go. This isn't going to be good because I know her. We never got along. We just did not like each other. So this is very interesting. We were like, oh goodness, I'm sorry, but good luck. Another one. Of course, not really a big coincidence, but the biological father, when she was growing up, lived 2 blocks away. Not a huge coincidence. So like mom and dad had to meet somehow, right? And then the next one was the grandmothers knew each other. The grandmothers were bridge players and they met every week, once a week. Again, maybe not so much of a coincidence because, I mean, like I said, biological dad and the mom had to meet somehow. They had to meet up. Not a big coincidence, but here's where it comes in. She used to work at a hospital in the next town over with her first cousin. They were best friends. They were really, really close. They used to get together for barbecues about once or so in the summer times. They were friends. She moved to another state and they still kept in touch. So what are the odds of that? But not only that, biological father is still living. And I just said our client moved to another state. Guess who else moved to another state? 10 minutes away from our client, the biological father. What are the odds of that? And of course, she reached out to her biological father because she had all those questions and she learned the whole story. She learned that her mom was a cocktail waitress at a local dance hall, and this gentleman frequented this dance hall all the time. He loved to dance, and he also played an instrument. So once in a while, he would be there with his band playing music, and that's how they actually met. He says, I really cared about your mother, and it was just like about a 3-month fling, and there's some issues going on at home, and so she tried to find some solace in somebody else's arms. And once she said, you know what, I need to be a good wife and go home to my husband, I can't do this anymore, he respected those wishes. He did not know that she was pregnant with the baby. He had no clue. So it was a surprise for him when she came knocking on the door, because she did. She literally just knocked on the door, said, hey, FYI, I might be related to you. Do you know this woman? And right off the bat, as soon as that came out of her mouth, he's like, are you my child? Am I your father? And she confirmed, yes, I think I am. And so they ended up doing a DNA test, and it came back 3 days later that he was, in fact, the biological father. And they're building a relationship. They're building a good relationship. The half sibling of hers, his daughter, that knew each other and they did not get along, guess what? They're friends now. They get along. And I thought that was really, really cool. So ignore that creepy doll up there. I've had that doll, and my dog's like, attention, mom. I've had that doll since I was a newborn. That actually was at the hospital when I was born from one of my grandmothers. So she stays up there as a warning to my children to behave, or she's going to come get them. But yeah, that's it for my story today. I loved that the coincidences, and it turned into a happy ending story for her. She didn't blame her mama, and I thought it was great, and I wanted to share that with you all. Don't forget, on Thursday, our new episode of Lost and Found, No More Secrets drops at noon Eastern time or noon Central time, somewhere right around there. So check that out. The link is in the link tree, and when you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But that's it for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.